Good morning, sunshine. Are you ready to be energized? Oi, 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 oi. How are yous? Was that intro a bit choppy there? I don't know. Oh, a little bit of music in the background there too. I hope it wasn't. Hey, I'm a bit dark. Is it dark or is it just me? I don't know. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday. Welcome to Sunday. And I'm looking at the window. And it's beautiful outside. Gorgeous, if I don't say so myself. Absolutely spectacular. And I'm going to take advantage of that in a great way. I think we'll go for another walk today. We went up the Water of Leith yesterday, and I reckon that we'll go and do the same thing again. It was great. I've got a couple of... I took some footage, and I'll probably upload that to Snapchat and TikTok today. I'm very dark, haven't I? That's what I thought as well. Hang on. It's weird because the room is streaming full of bright light from the outside. I didn't think that I would need it. Hold on a second. Let's dazzle my... Oh my god! There you go. Is that better, Nyla? You can see my ugly coupon now. Nyla, thank you so much for buying some merch. You look great in it. And Cognac as well. Cognac was bouncing around TikTok wearing a hoodie yesterday. It was hilarious. I was like, oh my word. What a guy. What a guy. And what a lady. Thank you so much for buying that. It's very nice of you to promote the channel with some apparel. Which is nice. Oh, Sunday. I'm feeling very lazy today. It's still dark. Hang on. Is that better? Oh, better now. Better. It's,
Are you streaming?
Yes, I am.
I'm taking this back through to the bedroom.
Just lie up on the sofa, sweetheart. You don't need to take it through just now.
Doing it so I don't have to do anything with that.
No, just...
No.
Little ruin with his camp out bed on the floor. Just be very quiet when you go through, okay? Okay, good boy. Ruin there, camping out on the living room floor last night. Are you streaming? Yes, of course I am. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. If you're here live, wonderful. If you're here watching it back, thank you for taking the time to watch it back. It's nice that people take the time to do that. Truly it is. We get more people watching it back than we do actually live. That's one of the reasons that I'm wanting to do stuff on TikTok. There's a massive market there to encourage people to come across and watch here. And a few people have. I've had a few comments on TikTok saying, "Hey, I've watched you. You're just as ugly on YouTube as you are on TikTok." But they were saying that as a joke. They weren't meaning it. I promise you that. Okay, you can see in our little thing there, in our window, we have an old guard picture up there. That is because watch party weekend. Could you close the living room door, please? And put the cushion in front of it. Thank you. Good boy. The old guard is our watch party weekend video. That is basically the community will go and watch that movie, and then tomorrow night we will have the squad on to talk about it. And it's the first time we've done a relatively new movie, because we usually go backwards and have a wee look at the things in the past. Now, I'm not going to say out loud what the following week's one's going to be, because it will upset my son if I tell him the movie that we're watching, or the two movies that we're watching. But we'll talk about it later when I put the overlay up tonight, okay? Good. And if I'm not mistaken as well, hold on a wee second. If I don't know whether I can do, I will put the other one up later. And then the show tonight as well. That was the picture at the start while you were listening to epic music. That was the, what's it called? The Positive Paradigm, which we will be doing tonight. Here comes a yawn. Oh, a morning is not complete without a stretch and a yawn. But we're here to drink coffee and also look at the newspapers. I've not looked at the papers at all today, so you're going to get a perfectly natural reaction to them, and I hope that they're not too crazily terrible and will jeopardise my qualm for Sunday. I think we'll cook a breakfast today. Shall we cook a breakfast? Bacon, haggis, black pudding.
Yeah, and Daddy, can I just say something?
Of course you can.
Can I tell it comes out later this year?
Okay.
Like near the end, like near Christmas time.
Okay.
The Xbox S.
That's amazing.
Like the brand new Xbox. It'll not be on the run like for a couple of years. Because like for at least 4 years. Because
how can you be up for 5 minutes and immediately think of Xbox stuff? You know, you should be thinking about, what am I going to have for breakfast? Can I go out on my bike today, Dad? You shouldn't be thinking about Xbox stuff. That's the generation for today. That is the generation for today. It's about the Xbox, or it's about nothing. Nothing. You be quiet. It's my show. It's not the Ruin show, is it? It's the Daddy show. You can have a Ruin show when you're old enough, I promise you. I'll help you set it up. Right, papers today. Sunday Telegraph has a massive, incredible, Nyla says, good lad. Good, thank you, Nyla. And you're going to watch the show tomorrow with your husband. You're going to enjoy it. It's one of those amazing sort of films. When you watch it, if you know anything about the background of the story, Nyla, like I've read a few of the comic books in graphic novel form, and wow, great strength in the story, if I don't say so myself. Good morning, Mr. Cognac. How are you? Thank you for looking so amazingly dapper in a radio apocalypse hoodie. Yes. And that mask with the coughing blood part that I made. Wow. That's the first time I've seen it on somebody. It looks crazy. Crazy. Yes, it says we do not need another national lockdown. That's what Boris Johnson says. But what Boris Johnson says is nothing compared to what we actually need. Alright? This is the man, you've got to bear in mind, Cognac, that went into the hospital saying, we don't need to worry about shaking hands with people. We don't need to worry about that at all. I was in the hospital here. I was shaking hands with everybody, and I'm sure that there was also coronavirus patients here that have this terrible disease. But I was shaking hands with everybody. 2 weeks later, he's in hospital with it. You know, this is rubbish. So we'll see what it says in the article here. There's also a great big picture of the Queen at her granddaughter or her great granddaughter's wedding. They look very happy though. Oh, Queenie, with her pale blue coat and matching hat and flowers. Yeah. In her clutch bag. It's not a clutch bag. Anyway, right. Alright. We know. Whoa. I'm just moving my phone out of the way so I can read the blurb. And a torch falls over. Right. We will not need another national lockdown. Try and say that with only half a cup of coffee in you. We will not need... Hold on a wee second. Can you please wear headphones? Because I can hear that through my headphones, which means everybody else can hear it too. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm watching Overwatch.
That's okay. You watch what you want. Okay, very good. Very good. Right, we will not need another national lockdown, Boris Johnson has told the Sunday Telegraph in an interview to mark his first year in office. The PM is quoted as saying the option of a nationwide national lockdown is now akin to a nuclear deterrent. What? Let me just read that again. That really doesn't make... How? What? The PM is quoted as saying the option of a nationwide lockdown is now the same or akin to a nuclear deterrent. So we're going to just turn around and say, coronavirus, if you don't behave yourself, we will just lock down the place. Okay, so stop infecting people. Did he really... The paper notes that Mr. Johnson's comments appear to place him at odds with his chief scientific advisor. Yes, Sir Patrick Vallance. Councils in England have been given sweeping powers to introduce local lockdowns in the event of COVID-19 outbreaks. Meanwhile, the government's test and trace system would not cope with a second wave of coronavirus, a senior official has quoted as telling the paper. So, it might look that that's a great news, Cognac, but to be perfectly honest, Boris Johnson is an asswipe, okay? He is a first-rate knobber, and he really, really doesn't care about anything at all, you know, to say the least. Right, here we go. The Sunday Mirror. Beatrice wedding shock, where's daddy? Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Prince Andrew is her papa. Where is papa? Is he, like, hiding from the press, maybe? I think so. Featuring prominently on many of Sunday's front pages is the photo of the newlyweds, Princess Beatrice and Edoardo Mapili Mose. That's a great name. Let's do that again. Edoardo Mapili Mose. Where is that? Is the question posed on the front page of the Sunday Mirror. The couple is photographed with the Queen and Prince Philip outside the Royal Chapel of All Saints at Royal Lodge, Windsor. The absence of the bride's father, Prince Andrew, from the official royal photos is a glaring omission from family snaps, the paper writes. Bam, bam, bam. Maybe Queenie's turn around and say, I don't want to be in a picture with my son, the paedophile. You know? I mean, really. Really, really, really. Sunday people. At least Granny is allowed in the official pictures. Wow. Wow. Boris' secret COVID inquiry. Furious task force to probe blunders meets in private. That is a disgrace. Oh my god. Hold on. I need to take my medication. It's almost 7 o'clock. I know. I'm having a break from my meds. Right, we can laugh at Prince Andrew, and we will continue to laugh at Prince Andrew not being in the wedding photographs. Princess Beatrice's hubby looks like he's 12 years old. Let's have a look at a bigger picture of that. Hold on a second. Tell me now. Does the hubby look like he's 12? It's like he's the page boy, you know? Wow. They said that they walked her down. Yeah, that's amazing. But why? Why? You know? If he's got nothing to hide, and if the royals have nothing to hide, and are not ashamed of him, if he is innocent on all accounts, okay, then they should have been backing him up, had him in the papers, had him in the photos, you know? But no, there's too many YouTube videos going around analysing his body language. Bam, bam, bam. Diddly-do. Yes, anyway, back to What's his name? What is his name again? Eduardo. Eduardo, you are like 12 years old, my friend, and you have landed yourself a princess. Wow. It's actually one. Oh, but we want a proper zombie virus, Cognac. We want the zombie apocalypse. We don't want the zombie virus just as a whole. You know? Anyway, let's now get triggered with Boris's secret inquiry. Hold on. They're going to make... What was that film? Breakfast with Bernie something or other, where they walk around with that dead body. Was it? I can't remember. That's what I'm sure that Prince Philip is starring in the next episode of that. You know, because he looks like a vampire. Prince Philip. That's the old dude sitting right there for those next to the Queen. The Queen's husband. Technically the king, but he's not the king because we've got a queen instead of a king. You know, back in the day he would have been king. Oh my God, it would be a different country if he was the king. I swear to God. Can you imagine? Prince Philip. I swear to God, if somebody punched him, it would go right through his ribcage. It'd be like snap. Oh shit. You know, I'm sure he's like had every organ in his body transplanted from the victims of Epstein that we don't hear about. You know, that's terrible. Weekend at Bernie's. Thank you very much, Cognac. But yeah, in the the next edition of Weekend at Bernie's, Prince Philip turns up to have breakfast with Bernie. Dun dun dun. Crazy. Right, anyway, Boris's secret COVID inquiry. This will rattle my cage for days. Beatrice's wedding also dominates the front page of the Sunday People. Accompanying the main image is a smaller headshot of the bride's father with the caption, "Missing Andrew. At least granny's allowed in the official pictures of paper ads." On the front cover there is also a report of the Prime Minister's secret COVID inquiry, with the paper saying there is fury as the task force to probe blunders meets in private. No, of course, you know, none of us at all have felt the terrible effects of COVID-19 at all, have we? It's been a private virus gently caressing us with its illnesses. It's not been a global public pandemic in the slightest, you know? That's an absolute disgrace. I can feel my blood beginning to boil, actually. Shocking. Right, to the mail. That is a great picture there of the 12-year-old Eduardo and the I mean, Princess Beatrice. She's a beautiful young woman. She really is. Out of all the royals, she is very pretty. And it is a damn shame. Hold on a wee second. You've put your volume up, haven't you? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oi oi. Do you put your headphones on, kiddo?
I don't know where they are.
They're sitting right here at my toes. There you go. Oh, and the cable's wrapped around my headphone. Why do cables get attracted to cables? There you go.
They're attracted to each other.
Yes, they are.
They're
They're married cables. Yes, indeed. Yeah, she's a good-looking young woman. You know, she would do really well on Instagram and TikTok. In fact, I'm gonna have a look. See if she's got a TikTok. I'm so following her. Princess Beatrice. Okay. Princess Beatrice. Hope I spelled her name right. Doodly-doo-doo. There is a Princess Beatrice one, but no, it's definitely not her, unless she's suddenly turned Asian. You know, is she Asian? No, she's definitely not Asian. Let's go and check Instagram. I know, women tip for number 10. Job and playing right, all done. Nope. Okay. You would think that she would probably have... I wonder if the Royals have their own version of Facebook called, I don't know, something else. I don't know. Yeah, she does look really happy. You know, I'm always sitting here taking the piss out the royal family, right? And turning around and saying, fucking this about the photographs, and you know, it's like a distraction to what's going on. I've not said this once because I think she deserves a bit of happiness. I think that she's got a family that is... She's been born into a family which is terrible, and she can turn round and she might end up like them in the future, but right now, you know, I want to say, well done, lass. Princess Beatrice. There might be Her Royal Highness. Oh, wow. There is one, what is it? I don't know whether it's an official one. We're going to follow it anyway. But yeah, and oh, there's Sarah Ferguson. Let's follow Sarah Ferguson as well. Is that an official? She's got an official tick beside her name. Wow. Wow, amazing. Yeah, Princess Beatrice is lovely. That is oh my goodness. Is that the dress that she's wearing there? No, it's not. They've just made something from it. Oh, she's a cutie pie. She really is. I think that she might become my favourite royal. I'm going to go and really... And the dress is beautiful, isn't it? Oh. Oh. And he looks like the photograph looks quite sincere. I wonder if he's thinking, I wonder which room we're going to sleep in the big-ass castle. You know, I wonder... We'll have to look at his back. Let's see if he's got an Instagram. I wonder if he's got any compromising pictures on Instagram. What's his name? Eduardo... Oh, this is great. Eduardo. Where's his name again? Let's have to go back. Oh, I've spelled his name wrong. Eduardo Mapelli. Oh, that's not good spelling of Mapelli. Mapelli Mosey. There is definitely a hashtag with him on it. Oh, and there's some beautiful pictures of him at the wedding. Oh, amazing. Oh, inside pictures. Right, we're going to follow that hashtag for a couple of days. And people. And there's no results found for people. That's a shame. We've got the hashtag though, which is interesting. That's always interesting. Let's have a look. Some of the pictures, the chapel's gorgeous. Oh, there's the full picture of the one that we're looking at. See that one there? That is on the hashtag Eduardo Mapelli Mosey. If you go to that hashtag on Instagram, that doorway is, look, I don't know, hang on. Look at the doorway. It is surrounded by flowers. That's amazing. That's so cool. It really is. And then there's the picture, the one that's on the very first one with the Queen and her vampire husband and the blushing couple. It's a nice picture as well. That's amazing. Oh, it's so cute. Oh wow. We will be looking at him in great detail. He's a real estate developer. Right, amazing. That's incredible. I've never spent this length of time in my life since the days of Princess Diana actually gushing over a member of the royal family before. Do you know that? It's yeah. Let's just move on because I can't believe I've been distracted from this by this. It worked. I have been sucker punched. Damn it. Right, here we go. TikTok shelves plan for global HQ. Oh, shelves plan for global HQ in Britain. Wow, hope for 3,000 jobs on hold as China trade war looms. Bam, bam, bam. That's okay. We don't mind. Lottery lets children gamble 350 a week online. Incredible. Works running dry as 484 apply for 2 precious pub vacancies. Incredible, incredible. Okay. This is the Sunday Times. Okay, let's read what the blurb says. TikTok is shelving plans for a global headquarters in Britain, according to the Sunday Times. The paper says the social media giant's parent company, ByteDance, had been in talks with the government for several months, but hopes to create 3,000 jobs have been placed on hold as a tit-for-tat economic war threatens to erupt between London and Beijing. Also on the front page is a report that work is running dry as nearly 500 people applied for 2 vacancies at a pub in Wimbledon, London. It's the state of the world, that's what it is, and it's going to be like that for days. I start back in my job, basically 2 weeks yesterday I go back. I'm quite excited about it. They've given me a new managerial position. I'm going to be in charge of fresh food production, with the exception of bakery. So I'll be doing the deli counter and the rotisserie and the pizza counter and stuff like that at the shop that I work in, which is great because I've ran a restaurant before, and although standards are challenging to maintain, they're legal, so you either do them or you don't do them, and if you don't do them you lose your job. So at the end of the day, the folky wokies behind the counter and the team, good bunch of folk, they just need to maintain the standards and do the right thing all the time. That is it. That's all we have to do. Anyway, enough about my job. Queen's glittering gifts for B. Official royal album wedding photo. Right, okay. Right. Don't try to smear Brexit. Legal threat as MPs warn Russia report mustn't be used to undermine referendum. Don't try to smear Brexit. The Sunday Express leads with the paper cites MPs who have warned that the report into alleged Russian interference into the 2017 general election and the 2016 Brexit vote, due to be published this week, must not be used to sabotage Brexit. Okay, so they're worried. They are worried. Yes, indeed. That is going to be great. I think that as soon as that report is out, I will be doing a quick read of it and a special all about it. Daily Star, Showbiz Exu. Okay, Ricky feed me to the lions afterlife. No, let's just... And that's really the Sunday... Oh, look at that. That's a great picture of Bojo with his dapper golden tie, single-breasted suit and a face mask. I wonder if he actually continues to wear those, you know. Yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Papayers. That's so exciting. There's not... Apart from the Princess Beatrice's wedding, there's and what's it called? I'm going to actually just Google the COVID inquiry meets... Is that my phone? No, it's not. Meets in secret UK. Oh no, it's music coming back on because I've changed the slide. The public inquiry into the UK's response into coronavirus. This is the 7th of May. Right, is that going to come up now? Yes, it is. I'm just going to have a quick scout around for that because that's going to upset the crap out of me. Public inquiry must begin now. Oh, that's saying it must begin. That's a back in May. Okay, there's nothing. Wow. COVID inquiry meets in secret. COVID inquiry, let's just do that. See if it comes Bury relatives, image inquiry into COVID, hold a public inquiry. There's nothing when I Google that. That's amazing. Wow. We will look deeper into that later. In the meantime, let us bring up our Kindle app because it is a day where we like to do a little bit of poetry. Right, this one is one that I have done before with you, but because it's part of 20 the book, we need to do it in the order of the book. Before I do that though, what was I going to say? There was something I was going to say. Poetry, book, inquiry, COVID-19, trying to get the spider's web of memories together. Nope, it is gone, but it will come back, no doubt. I'm find it incredible how Boris is his own chief medical and scientific advisor. You know, that it's crazy. Yeah, they're saying that that's what I've got as well. It's like all the big blue parts on Google is call for inquiry will take ages, public inquiry into UK's COVID response, etc. But you know, that's about it. Right, this little poem is called The Basarexic Man. Okay, this is a poem that I have done before, and it is important that you recognise that I've done it before as part of a joyous little occasion of reading poetry. But because it's part of the book, we need to move on. Oh yes, I've remembered what I was going to say, but we'll do it after the poem. Right, good. Do you know the definition of this word? Google it and the poem becomes apparent. The basarexic man, basarexia is the word you're looking for. I just changed it into a word to describe the man. Okay, so the basarexic man. Cosset, bundle, embrace and fold are all words to cuddle or hold, to show affection with a touch. All of them are never too much. Amour, ardor, crush, delight, describe attachment in plain sight, connection of the heart and soul, a mutual feeling to make you whole. But the definition of a word, when you say it out loud, it sounds quite absurd. I promise you, you don't have dyslexia. The word I love is basorexia. I will look up the actual definition, proper definition of basorexic just now. I know what it means, but I want to read what it actually says. Basorexic. Basorexia. Here we go. Just waiting for it to come up. An overwhelming urge to kiss. A strong craving or hunger for kissing. I am overwhelmed with basorexia every time I'm around you. What a great word. Isn't that a great word? I found that word totally by accident and thought it was amazing when I was writing a different poem. I was using like a thesaurus and a rhyming dictionary, because I do that quite a lot when I'm writing my poems. And it came up with basorexia when I was looking for something for dyslexia, and I was like, I've never heard that word before. What does that mean? Looked at it and went, oh, that's amazing. That deserves a poem all to itself. So it got one. Anyway, what I was going to say is when I return to work, the early show will be going even earlier. And you've probably noticed that I've been trying to whittle it all down to round about 30 minutes to do the papers and a poem without getting too ranty. I'm going to have to try and contain it to 30 minutes. So it's basically because I need about half an hour before I go to work to finish up and things. So we will be doing the early show when I return to work at 6 a.m. Because I need to start at 7 a.m. at my new job. And we will take it from there and we will move forward, which is quite good actually. It just means that I have to get professional and do the show at that particular time. But yeah, Nyla, it is truly an amazing... Oh, hang on. There we go. Truly an amazing word. It's one of my favourite. You should all try and use it in a sentence today if you can. Mojax's word of the day, basorexia. Use it in a sentence. Indeed. There we go. Right, we are done. We are totally done. Plans for the rest of the day. Quick bout round for housework. I've not done the dishes after pizza night last night, so I'm going to go and do them. Cooked breakfast today. Maybe, I think so. What do you want?
Can I go on the Xbox?
Once we've tidied up the living room, you can go on the Xbox, young man. Okay.
Yo.
But we might be going out for another walk today because it's beautiful outside. Down to the park. Okay, we'll go to the park. Right. I think what we need to do is we need to change this to being more of this. Move you camera across to here. Good. Right, because it's banjo time. Where's the banjo music? There it is. Oh yeah. Love the I don't know what it is. The banjos always make me feel yes. It's a great piece of a little riff to finish with. So we're back tonight for the Positive Paradigm, and tomorrow night again for the round table with the squad, reviewing the Old Guard. Go and watch the Old Guard, and join us tonight for a bit of the old Ripples, Positive Paradigm, with all the good stuff that's going on in the world. I think we'll talk a bit more about Princess Beatrice because she looked beautiful in that dress. I'm going to go pull some pictures off that hashtag and bring them up tonight. She deserves a bit of a positive plug. Thank you, Nyla, for joining us today. Thank you, Cognac, for being here in the house, and our secret admirer in the background as well, whoever you were. And anybody that's watching this back today, thank you again for taking the time to watch it back. We'll see you tonight, and we'll see you back in the morning. Have a great day, and if it's sunny where you are, go and sit outside. Go and have a bit of fun in the sunshine, if it's not too hot. Remember to wash your hands, and hydrate, and be good, and give people you love a hug, and just have fun. Life's too short.